The theater of modern warfare is shaped not only by tactics and equipment, but also by technology and strategic intelligence. This is not just a conflict, but a struggle for freedom. Let's analyze the details of this intense battle together. The Ukrainian army recently carried out successful operations against enemy forces on the Donetsk front, where 178 clashes were recorded in a single day, 69 of them in the Pivnich sector. This success once again demonstrated the decisive power of drones on the battlefield. The use of unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, has drastically altered the landscape of war, making reconnaissance, precision strikes, and psychological warfare key components of modern military strategy. One striking event involved a Russian tank carrying infantrymen advancing toward Ukrainian positions with the intent to engage in combat and occupy new territory. Their mission was clear: to breach Ukrainian defensive lines, take control of key strategic locations, and push back resistance forces. However, Ukrainian drone operators were vigilant and ready to counter the threat. A drone struck the tank's turret, immobilizing it. Russian soldiers, startled and fearing for their lives, scrambled to escape, with one even dropping his assault rifle in panic. This moment underscored that war is not only a physical struggle, but also a psychological test. Fear and uncertainty play as much of a role as firepower in determining battlefield outcomes. Ensuring the tank could not be reused, the drone operator precisely targeted the hatch. Soon the tank erupted in flames, rendering it completely inoperable. The explosion caused panic among nearby Russian troops, forcing them into retreat. This single engagement illustrated the critical importance of drone warfare in disabling not just enemy equipment, but also their morale. As flames engulfed the tank, Ukrainian forces monitored enemy movements, preparing for the next phase of their counteroffensive. Another major target was the Tu-S9 Nona self-propelled artillery system, a formidable weapon designed to disrupt enemy lines with its rapid-fire capability. These mobile artillery units play a crucial role in providing indirect fire support, launching high-explosive shells over vast distances to weaken defensive positions. A drone strike hit the vehicle, and as one crew member fled before the attack, the remaining Russian soldiers abandoned the burning machine and sought refuge in the forest. Shortly after, a powerful explosion obliterated the Nona, sending its turret flying in an unknown direction. The destruction of this artillery system significantly weakened Russian forces in the region, limiting their ability to provide suppressive fire and support advancing troops. A fresh target emerged, an armored personnel carrier fully loaded with combat supplies. These carriers are critical in transporting troops and ammunition to the front lines, ensuring a steady flow of reinforcements and logistical support. The first drone strike was ineffective, but a second, more precise attack ignited the vehicle, triggering a massive explosion. The detonation not only destroyed the carrier, but also sent shockwaves across the battlefield, forcing enemy troops into further retreat. These instances highlight the critical importance of identifying and exploiting vulnerabilities in modern warfare. By targeting logistical assets, Ukrainian forces effectively disrupted enemy supply chains, making it increasingly difficult for Russian units to sustain prolonged combat operations. A Russian tank, concealed with camouflage, attempted to evade detection. However, skilled drone pilots swiftly located and attacked it. A white piece of cloth flew from the tank upon impact, signaling the damage inflicted. A different drone delivered the final blow, completely neutralizing the vehicle and eliminating any threat to the surrounding area. The tank was soon reduced to molten metal, a stark reminder of the battlefield's unforgiving nature. Further down the battlefield, another hidden tank drew attention. A precise drone strike hit the hatch, causing a fiery explosion that engulfed the entire structure. Although the tank was not fully disabled, a second drone attack ensured its total destruction, preventing any chance of enemy forces salvaging it for reuse. These engagements further showcased Ukraine's superior tactical planning and use of modern combat technology. One of the most dramatic moments occurred on the infamous Death Road, where Russian forces attempted to tow a damaged armored personnel carrier back to their base using a tractor. Ukrainian drone operators intercepted this effort, launching a kamikaze drone that struck the vehicle directly on the hatch. The tractor had already been damaged in a prior attack, and the final drone strike set the carrier ablaze. The explosion confirmed that the vehicle had been packed with ammunition, intensifying the destruction. This tactical decision prevented Russian forces from recovering and repairing their armored assets, further diminishing their combat capabilities. In another decisive operation, a Russian armored fighting vehicle and an infantry fighting vehicle fell victim to landmines and were subsequently targeted by Ukrainian drones. The infantry vehicle, identified as a high-priority target due to its electronic warfare capabilities, was hit multiple times before being completely incinerated. These vehicles, equipped with advanced jamming technology, posed a significant threat to Ukrainian drone operations, making their destruction a strategic victory. Shortly after, another armored vehicle was destroyed by a high-speed kamikaze drone strike, leaving it engulfed in flames. The precision and effectiveness of these drone attacks underscored Ukraine's ability to adapt to evolving battlefield conditions. During a nighttime operation, Ukrainian drones targeted a Russian cannon, revealing significant damage to its barrel, rendering it unfit for combat. Another camouflaged cannon was also discovered, with a wheel hanging from its barrel, a sign that Russian soldiers had abandoned it out of fear. A precision drone strike completely destroyed its barrel, further weakening the enemy's artillery capabilities. The elimination of these artillery pieces further solidified Ukraine's tactical advantage in the region, limiting the enemy's ability to conduct long-range bombardments. A final reconnaissance mission confirmed that multiple strategic targets had been successfully hit. The destruction of enemy artillery and armored vehicles solidified Ukraine's dominance on the ground, marking a significant shift in the course of the war. These events once again demonstrated the brutal reality of modern warfare and the transformative impact of technology on the battlefield. The Ukrainian army is not only neutralizing enemy equipment, but also dismantling aggressive anti-freedom and anti-independence efforts. Despite relentless assaults from Russian and North Korean forces, Ukraine's unwavering determination and technological superiority continue to be the key factors shaping the balance of power on the ground. Each battle, each drone strike, and each victory brings Ukraine closer to securing its sovereignty and ensuring that its people remain free from oppression. This conflict is not merely a territorial war, it is a struggle to protect fundamental human values. The Ukrainian forces, equipped with cutting-edge technology and an indomitable spirit, continue to push forward against overwhelming odds. Stay tuned for updates on this battle for freedom and independence. See you in our next report.